Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jessica, a personal development life coach. Today we'll be talking about why you need a personal budget plan. So what is a personal budget plan? A personal budget plan is a plan which tells you what your income and expenses are. It can be created by anyone and used by anyone, but it is most often used by individuals or families who are trying to get their finances in order. It also helps you decide how to spend your money. It is a plan used to track all your expenses, income, and your savings. This is a financial plan and a list of all your revenues. A personal budget plan is a detailed plan for how to manage your money. It is very important to have a personal budget plan. A personal budget plan helps you make sure that you are spending your money wisely. A personal budget plan must be balanced. Your earnings, including your income, must equal your expenses, including your savings. A personal budget plan is a list of planned expenses. This is also known as your expenditure and revenues. Individuals can have a personal budget plan. Companies can have a corporate budget plan. Personal budget plans are not just for people with no money. They can be used by anyone who wants to have more or spend less. A personal budget plan is a financial plan that helps people track their income and expenses. It is a way to monitor and control your spending. Personal budget plan has always been an important part of managing your finances. It's about setting limits on how much you spend and sticking to those limits. A personal budget plan should be tailored to your individual needs. So you should consider what expenses apply to you and which ones do not. So, what are the benefits of having a personal budget plan? Having a personal budget plan will help you to save money and make better financial decisions. It also helps you to know what income you have coming in and what you need or want to spend your money on. A personal budget plan is a financial plan that helps you track your income and expenses. It is a useful tool for people who want to save money, pay any debt off, or plan for retirement. This is a financial plan and a list of all revenues. A personal budget plan can also help you to control your resources. Having a personal budget plan helps you to prepare for any emergency. It helps you to keep track of any bad spending habits. It helps you to plan for your future. Learning how to budget personal finances is very important. Not only does it help you save up for your future, but it also helps you from incurring any unnecessary expenses. You will feel more in control of your life and you'll be able to save more. Learning how to budget for personal finances is a skill that can be learned. You may start by having a simplified budget. It is a way to control your spending and it has been around for many years. Personal budgeting has always been an important part of managing your finances. It's about setting limits on how much you spend and sticking to those limits. You will know if there are any areas where you need to cut back on in terms of your spending, or if there are any areas where you need to spend more money on, like retirement savings or an emergency fund. It helps you organize your spending. It helps you know what you have left at the end of the month. It helps you stay within your means. A personal budget plan can help you reach your goals faster, as in your financial goals. For example, if you want to save up for a trip in the next year, you can use your budget to set aside money each month so that you are able to afford it when the time comes. A personal budget plan will help you stay on top of your finances and avoid debt. It will also help you plan ahead for any big purchases or expenses that might be coming up in the future, like car repairs or medical emergencies. A personal budget plan can help you save money, pay off debt, and plan for the future. It can also help you feel more in control of your finances. If you know how much money you have coming in and how much money is going out, then you'll be able to make better decisions about your finances. Principles you have to follow when budgeting. Having a good budgeting system is very essential in achieving your financial goals. There are 8 principles you need to follow when budgeting. First and foremost, you need to set clear financial goals. Setting clear financial goals helps you to keep track of your spending. You'll be able to decide how much money you need to save. For example, if you like to save £10,000 within 6 months, you'll be able to know how much you will need to save regularly to achieve your £10,000. Secondly, estimate your total expected income for a certain period of time. Example, you can use like maybe 6 months or 1 year. Then you include all money you expect to receive. You can document the information weekly or monthly. Most people usually use a monthly budget. The third principle is that make an itemized plan of your expenses. Estimate your expenses or money you will need for day-to-day purchases. For example, your groceries, your personal care. Decide which of your expenses are essential and which ones are not. Essential expenses are payments that you cannot do without. These include your rent, gas, electricity, and groceries. Non-essentials can include monthly subscriptions to some companies. You can make a note of how much you spend in each category over a period of time. Using this method will enable you to build a realistic budget. List your expenses every single day. Make sure you also include expenses you deem insignificant. An example could be buying a train ticket or any gift you may buy for your friends and family. Did you buy a cup of coffee from Starbucks? Did you pay any of your friends and family back any money you may owe them? You may use a notebook or an organizer for this list. Doing this exercise helps you to keep track of your expenditure. It also makes you mindful when you spend money. Having a budget will help you to know the things you need to cut back on. The fourth principle is that you need to find a budgeting system that works for you. You can keep a track of your budget online using a relevant and authentic personal finance app on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. There are many apps you can use for budgeting on the Google Play Store. I personally use Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel. We are all unique in the way we handle money. Therefore, what may work for you may not really work for another person. It is important you find a budgeting system you are comfortable with. You can experiment with different budgets until you find the right one for you. Always make adjustments if your circumstances changes. The fifth principle is to always remember to pay yourself first. Save a percentage of your earnings. Decide how much of your income you want to save. Financial experts advise saving at least 10% of your disposable income each pay period. I would definitely encourage you to save at least 10% of your income. You can also have an adequate emergency fund for rainy days. It is a good practice to pay yourself first. 10% may not seem like much, but you will be surprised how much you would have saved at the end of the year. The sixth principle is to create space in your budget for miscellaneous expenses, such as servicing your car when it breaks down. So basically, save for emergency, like unexpected emergencies. Have like an emergency fund so that in case anything unexpected happens, you are already prepared for it. The seventh principle is to keep an eye on your budget and make adjustments if need be. For example, if you were to get a higher paying job, at least once a week is very ideal. Adjust your budget when your life or income changes. A budget is supposed to keep you on track of your financial goals. The eighth principle is to balance your budget. If expenses exceed income, you must adjust your budget plan. If you notice that your expenses are more than your income, you can consider having side hustles. This will generate extra income. We will be talking about side hustles very soon. There are different classifications of budgets. These are based on different conditions. Some are based on time, long-term and short-term budgets. Long-term budgets are purposely for a long period of time. Short-term budgets are used for a short period of time. Some budgets are based on conditions, basic or current budgets. They can also be based on flexibility, fixed or flexible budget. Some companies can also have corporate or business budgets. Tips on getting the most out of your personal budget plan. To succeed with personal budgeting, you need to have self discipline. Don't feel that budgeting is difficult to do. Nothing in life is impossible to do if you put your mind to it. Budgeting and keeping a record of your financial records is a very important part of financial planning. It provides a roadmap to financial security. Financial planning helps you to do the following. It helps you to determine and evaluate your options for using your money. Financial planning also helps you to use your limited funds for the things you want the most. Financial planning prevents careless and wasteful spending. Financial planning also helps you to organize your sources of income so that you can maintain a plan of personal financial fitness. Financial planning also helps you to avoid money worries by planning your saving and spending, and it helps you to also stay within your means. Good personal record keeping makes budgeting and long term planning easier. Keeping financial records will be very beneficial when filing tax returns or any financial forms. You should keep a record of statements from your bank showing interest earned on savings. You should keep a record of income and expenses, a statement of net worth, personal property inventory, tax records, statements from investment companies showing dividends from stocks, records of expenses, work related expense receipts, personal property inventory. Make sure you keep the list very safe. You need to list all your valuable items. So the valuable items you own with the purchase prices. Personal property includes anything of value inside your home. An example can be your home appliances or anything that you consider valuable. So you just have to keep a record of it just for your own recording. Personal budgeting tips for students. The personal budget plan for students is a useful tool to help them plan their finances. The same rules for personal budgeting apply to students. The personal budget plan for students can be used to manage their money better. With the cost of living crisis at the moment, students need to take time to set up a personal budget plan. Please follow the steps included in this video on how to create a personal budget plan. The personal budget plan for students might be a little bit different from that of adults. Students may have more expenses, such as books and tuition. A good personal budget plan will help them save money in the long run and maintain a healthy financial life. As a student, it is important to have a budget set up for yourself. A personal budget plan is an important tool for students to help them manage their money. It can be used as a guideline to help students know how much they are spending on different things, such as food and entertainment. A personal budget plan can be set up in many ways. The simplest way is to use pen and paper and keep track of the expenses that you make each day or week. There are also many apps available that will help you to input your income and expenses so that you can see where your money is going at all times. A personal budget plan is an important step in becoming financially responsible. This can be done in many ways, such as by writing down all your expenses and then figuring out what you have left to spend, or by using an online calculator. One way to set up a personal budget plan is to divide your monthly income into four parts. So you have your necessities. These are your housing, your food, your transportation, or your utilities. You have your savings. Example, putting money away for emergencies or for the future. Then you have debt repayments. These are money you paying towards a debt. Spending money, any inheritance you may have received from anybody, like a family member or from anybody. Support payments, etc. It is good practice to ensure you create a savings plan. This is the amount of money you have after paying for necessities and debt repayments. Your income. This includes any money you earn from work, salary, tips, investment, interest, social security benefits if you are in America or any other place like that, unemployment benefits if you're in UK, child support payments. So your expenses include mortgage, rent repayments, utilities, electricity, gas, phone bills, groceries, car insurance, health insurance premiums, credit card payments, student loan, etc. Ensure you create your savings plan. This is a very good idea. Make sure you always adjust your expenses to ensure you're living within your means. Make sure you tackle debt as well. So aim to pay off your debts quickly to ensure you avoid late fees or any fines. Create a buffer. Always have emergency funds to protect yourself from any unexpected emergencies. Aim to start saving enough so you can have 3 to 6 months of living expenses available at any one time. Plan for your goals. Look at what you would like to achieve financially for a period of time. For example, if you would like to save £5,000 over 6 months period of time. Review your budget regularly and make adjustments when needed. Check your expenses monthly and update your budget. Keeping an up-to-date budget is really useful. Always make adjustments if your circumstances changes. Make sure your goals are realistic against your budget. Budgeting is extremely liberating once you get started. Set time aside regularly to look over your budget. Once you get into the habit of budgeting, you will see the impact it can make to your finances. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please feel free to like and share the video so it can reach more people. Also, please feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more inspirational and interesting content. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.